Yo, make sure you got your paperwork straight. I got Mickey the Truth.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth. South Carolina, 803 to be exact. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So,
the loudest is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Alright, y'all. I did not watermark this. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point. But y'all know, originally I just was looking at the news article. But it's better to read the document because the news added more shit. Because I thought, because in the news article they had said OTF that was founded by rapper Lil Durk, right? So I'm thinking the paperwork actually say Lil Durk. So I'm like, well, how the fuck he gonna be a co-conspirator, right? An unnamed co-conspirator, but they say his name in paperwork, but that wasn't the case. So anyway, it's a 21-page indictment. We ain't gonna have to go over all 21 pages. We just gonna go over the start of it. The important parts that I feel like is important. This is not a RICO case at this point. This particular indictment is not a RICO case. However, could it become, or is there another superseding indictment? Possibly, possibly. That is definitely possible. As of right now, and when I say right now, I mean this morning when I actually got this shit. It wasn't. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So, the shocker to me, I'm gonna tell y'all, the shocker to me was OTFDD. When I saw that he was one of the ones arrested for it, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And I said, oh shit, because that is somebody that you would consider being in the inner circle of OTL as far as just like what you will see online. So I kind of like, yeah. See, to me, certain names will have me kind of like, if I see it associated with something, right? And at first, because I didn't know, well, I hadn't heard of the Vonnie guy before, but the rest of them I didn't know who the hell that was. But when I seen Diddy name, I'm like, oh shit, that might lead to something. Now, before I read the document, I had a whole different theory in mind as who corroborated co-conspirator. Number one was, but once I actually got the paperwork, I said, oh yeah, that's not what I thought. But anyway, let's get into it. So these are the introductory allegations. At times relevant to this indictment, defendants, I'm gonna call them by their nickname, Vonnie, Diddy, Boogie, and co-conspirators 1 through 5 were members or associates of an organization called Only the Family, or OTF, which, among other things, produced and sold hip-hop music from artists primarily from the Chicago, Illinois area. This is what I was telling y'all as far as the similarities to the civil case, because y'all know in the civil case against Durk and others, right, they are saying how the record companies are to blame for pushing artists to go do XYZ, right? So now you have this criminal indictment, right, setting up their story with OTF, right? Although they're a gang, because they don't per se call it a gang, but they do say an organization, right? Among other things that produce and sold hip hop music from artists primarily from Chicago. This is why I say the lawyers on the civil side can use this statement to their advantage, aka use this case to their advantage, right? Because another thing they're going to say is the promise of being able to get put on as rappers and shit. So, like I was telling y'all earlier, do I per se think this is just going to prove the civil case against Durk and OTF and all that? No, it's not going to prove it, because they got an uphill battle for that and a long battle for that. However, the right lawyer, right verbiage, they can use it to their advantage for sure. As far as to help push their narrative. But again, it's as far as the civil case, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle. I also will say, with this federal, well, it really don't matter, it's federal, this criminal case being now open, and Durk is alleged to be part of this indictment, that also is going to throw a wrench into the civil case, because now Durk's lawyer, right, OTF's lawyers can argue, no, well, we can't settle or like discuss anything on this civil case because we have a criminal case and it could cause harm to my client. Similar to, for those who are familiar with YNW Melly, similar to his civil case, his legal team, Bortman's legal team, they keep pushing like, hey, we're still fighting a criminal case. We can't do anything with this civil case until then, and that's why it's still ongoing. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, the right lawyer, if anything, can be definitely beneficial to them to use. But yeah, it's not just like, oh yeah, this about to slam dunk the case. No, and that's, you know, again, that's how I look at it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so Flocka, Brown Eyes were members of other gangs in Chicago. So 5 defendants, 3 they are saying are part of OTF or associated with OTF, and the other 2 they are saying are part of other gangs in Chicago. That's why I told y'all earlier when someone was like, oh, it was a local Los Angeles guy. And they don't say that in paperwork. They say that basically all of them were from Chicago. Just 2 of them was part of a different gang and not OTF. All right, so number 2, on or about November 6, 2020, DB, a high-ranking OTF member, got into a physical altercation with TB, which is Quando Rondo, okay? Taekwon Bowman, for those who don't know, at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. During the fight, an associate of TB pulled out a gun and shot DB, which is Davon Bennett, King Von, for those who don't know, multiple times, killing him. After the murder, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that co-conspirator 1 would pay a bounty or a monetary reward and or make a payment to anyone who took part in killing Quando Rondo for his role in Kevon's murder. Let's talk about it. Now, how this is the part that's kind of like these feds, like I said, not just feds, just prosecution period. They gonna set the fucking story to make it beneficial to them. Because now in the O Block case, okay, in the O Block case, O Block Rico, they allege King Von was a high-ranking member of O Block. Like he was basically the leader of O Block, right? Not one time did they say he was part of OTF, right? Now, it was witnesses that said basically O Block and OTF and THF was all the same, right? But as far as the case allegation, they never said that King Von was a high-ranking OTF member, right? They said basically he was a high-ranking O Block member. But now in this indictment, it's like, yeah, King Von was a high-ranking OTF member, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get witnesses to come on this case that will tie in that OTF and O Block are one, because they did it on the last case. So if they have witnesses that tie in that OTF and O Block is one or are the same, that could be a little damning, right? As far as for civil suits, because then they were like, well, see, each one teach one type shit. But yeah, it's just it's crazy because you never heard that in the other case, but you're hearing in this one. So but it's a storyline. All right, 3. On or about August 18, 2022, the conspirators learned that TB was staying in a hotel in Los Angeles, California, as alleged in count 1 and 2. After learning of TB's location, defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 traveled from Chicago, Illinois to Los Angeles, California for the purpose of murdering TB. On that same day, August 18, 2022, defendant Grant also traveled by private jet to Los Angeles, California. I'm gonna be honest, and this ain't like per se always this, but when I originally read this and I saw that everybody was named except co-conspirator number 2, I was like, why his name ain't in it, right? Now, could there be another indictment that co-conspirator number 2 will be on in regards to this? Possible. Or hell, it could be some other shit. But it could be that person is gonna be indicted with the other ones. But it stood out that person's name wasn't named. Only the other people were. Also, when I heard that somebody arrived by private jet, I'm like, obviously he's in the crew. You know what I'm saying? Because we have definitely saw many OTF members, okay, post on social media, and only select ones fly private, and others ride regular. So I mean, we can just see that from looking at their social media. So that was telling to me that whoever this Grant guy is had to be somebody of higher power within this organization, they say, to even be on a private jet at all. All right, so 4. As alleged in counts 1 and 2 on August 19, 2022, defendant Grant Wilson Jones Lindsay in Houston and co-conspirator 2 used 2 vehicles to track, stalk, in an attempt to kill TV by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm, resulting in the death of SR. I can't pronounce his real name, but that's Lil Pab. Now, I'll say this. I don't know why the hell they do the same scenario. Is this a Chicago thing or something? 2 cars, 5 to 6 people. Because if y'all remember the O Block case, 2 cars, 5 people. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, 6 people. My bad. 6 people. Like, what the fuck? Is that just Chicago, or that shit's so similar? You can't help but be like, damn. That shit sound like, because that's what stood out to me. That's the same scenario. With the O Block case. So remember, it was 6 people with the O Block case. 1 just died before they went to trial. So it was 5. But yeah, 2 cars, 6 people. This case, 2 cars, 6 people. All right. Count 1. All defendants. So, beginning on a date unknown, but no later than on or around August 18, 2022, and continuing to on or about August 19, 2022, in Los Angeles County within Central District of California and elsewhere, defendants Bonnie, Didi, Flocka, Brown Eyes, and Boogie, and co-conspirators, known and unknown, meaning it might be more people they're gonna undo later. Conspire and agree with each other to knowingly use for facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, namely airplanes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with intent that the murder of TB be committed in violation of the laws of any state, namely the state of California. This is why this case went federal, FYI, if anybody wondering. Because I think that was a conversation a lot of people was trying to have. Y'all know, even though a lot of people cover this type of stuff, a lot of people don't really know. But this is the reason why this case went federal and wasn't like just a state situation. Mickey, anybody heard from Basil? Yeah, he posted on his story. Not you trying to rap Basil in the blue. But yeah, he posted on his story this morning, actually. All right, I want to get into the overt acts. All right, here we go. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. And we're gonna get into Instagram too, because some of this shit is crazy that people choose to post at this time. Like, it's crazy. All right. Co-conspirator 1 will place bounties on individuals that co-conspirator 1 and other OTF members wanted to kill, including Quando Rondo. As part of the bounty, co-conspirators known and unknown, including defendant Wilson, will pay anyone who took part in the killing of Quando Rondo and or reward individuals with lucrative music opportunities with OTF. This is why this could be used in a civil. However, this also can go against what they use. This also can go against it. So that's why I say this ain't really going to be a slam dunk just because this indictment is out for the civil case. Because for those who know, King Von was never signed to OTF. Right? He wasn't signed to OTF. So it could be argued, well, if that's y'all storyline, then you know what I'm saying? King Von had no reason to push a narrative because he wasn't even signed with them. But then on the flip side, right, it could be used, like I said, just to show that, hey, indeed, that everybody knows that they push, you know, the opportunities of music, you know what I'm saying, to do certain things. So that's why I said this doesn't make it per se a slam dunk on the civil case. It just, again, it depends on who's making the argument, how they can make it fit them. But it's always going to be another way it can be used. So yeah, just how they word it. All right. Co-conspirator. Oh, hold on. Before I move on. So it also further, right? Because if defendant Wilson has the ability to pay, that gives me you up the food chain too. And for those who don't remember who Wilson is OTF DD. That's why I said, just outside looking in from an internet standpoint, him being involved make it seem like, oh shit, like he will be considered like a big fish, right? Because we see him in the mix with Durk, right? A lot as far as online. We see him with the who's of the OTL group that we will be watching online. So yeah, it's interesting, nevertheless, that he was named, and I'm surprised that he would even be involved in it directly. But hey, at this point, you know, shit be crazy. So they say, and I meant to take notes, OTFDD paid the bounty. All right. Now let me go back to paperwork. Co-conspirators, known and unknown, including defendant Wilson, would recruit others, including Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 to find and track and kill Quando Rondo. So again, Wilson, okay, is Didi. So not only did they say that Didi pays the bounty, they are saying he recruits people to do it. And I'm taking notes of this to set it up when I break it down how it go, okay? Because yeah, he does a recruitment, which is a bad fucking tag to have in a situation like that, okay? Next, defendant Grant will procure cars, skis, masks, and firearms that will be used by co-conspirators to find, track, and kill Quando Rondo. Now, Grant is Vonnie. You know what's important to take note? So, hold on. OTL Vonnie brings the supplies. But you know what else stood out with that? He's the one that arrived by private jet, too. So, I think Vivian, I think that was Vivian that said that, you know, they got the guns and stuff from LA. Or it could have came, guess what? On the plane, on a private jet. So keep that in mind too. Again, I'm just thinking. I don't know if they got it locally because I don't think they actually say it, but it could have been on a private jet, and that was the reason why he flew private. Allegedly. All right, next 4. Using a credit card associated with OTF, co-conspirator 3 will purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly to California murder TV. That part there, I was like, whoever the hell co-conspirator 3 is slow. I'm just saying, just slow. That's just me. That's how I feel. Because why the fuck would you use a company credit card or even a credit card in your name and some shit like that? This is the time you tell them niggas to get in a car and drive, if anything. But why the hell, like, come on. Why the hell did you use a credit card associated with y'all? It's crazy. So let me put that on my notes. So we got CC3 use credit. Now, to me, outside looking in, right? You know what? What that says to me when I read that co-conspirator 3 use the credit card, he got to be somebody that's trustworthy within the organization to have access to money or access to a company card. So that got to be somebody else, a big fish in the food chain of OTF that we're gonna see get arrested. Because if you had the the means to use a company credit card to purchase airplane tickets for 4 to 5 people, yeah. Because and I was having a conversation with Music 101 last night. My cleaning business, I do have a card that I have anybody that work with me with access to. But guess what? It don't have but so much money on it. But when you talking about be able to actually purchase multiple plane tickets, it got to have a little bit something on it. That's not just no little bit of money on them cards to have to do all that. So I feel like whoever uses credit card, one thing is their name on this credit card? That's gonna be stupid as hell. For two, you in the mix, right? You had to be in the mix with the plot, which is gonna be bad on your part. Now, who corroborator 3 is? I don't know. I keep saying corroborator, my bad. Co-conspirator. Goddamn, co-conspirator. 3 is, I don't know, but that's damn. Niggas need to learn how to crack cards while they're using company cards. Like, to use something, listen, it's crazy. Because they didn't know what was about to happen. Who didn't know what was about to happen? They definitely knew what was about to happen. They definitely knew what's about to happen. Definitely. I mean, for real. You can't tell me you just buying these flights for these dudes and not all of these is even your dudes and you, nah. That's going to be a hard argument. That's just my opinion. That's going to be a hard argument to sell. All right, let's keep going. Where was I? Defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 will travel from Chicago, Illinois to Southern California via airplane to find, track, and kill TB. Hold on, give me a second. Why is, I tell you, my phone has been going crazy this morning. All right. Sorry, I'm bad. Rapping for 15 years just to end it into, wow, nasty work. All right, so they flew. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 of the people flew. All right, 6 defendants Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 will travel throughout Los Angeles County via cars procured by defendant Grant to find, track, and kill Quando Rondo. Now that also means that Grant is gonna be very important. Bonnie, he's gonna be very important to their storyline because according to them already, he is the one that was responsible for like handling the groundwork. So I don't know if this is why y'all thought it was a local person because Grant is doing all the moves, but according to this, Grant is from Chicago. However, he is what you would assume to be the person that set the play in motion on the ground. That's what it sounds like to me anyway. All right, Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 would communicate via cell phone to coordinate logistics to find, track, and they ain't get enough. Like, y'all don't be listening to other people's situations and y'all still be out here using cell phones. So that means they gonna have definitely gonna have cell phone information on this case. Defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 would fire multiple shots at TB, which ultimately took Lil Paul. All right, so let's say this. So with that being said, it's 3 actual shooters, and it's Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2. I believe these 2 are the 2 they say are not OTL. If I remember, I gotta look back at the beginning to see their names. Look at it again. Jones. Well, we don't know who co-conspirator 2 is, but Jones and Lindsay. Yeah. So now, again, we don't know who the hell is co-conspirator number 2, but yeah, Jones and Lindsay were members of other gangs in Chicago. So that means the actual hitters wasn't OTL, but they were other people they brought out. So I wonder if co-conspirator is actually an OTF person or is it somebody else? That would be interesting to find out. You know why your phone going crazy? That's because you're a celebrity. Everybody want my opinion on this shit. That's it. They better check into this live because I don't got time to really be responding to everybody. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Defendant Wilson will pay the bounty or monetary reward and or cause payment to be made for the murder on behalf of co-conspirators known and unknown to the conspirators hired to do it. So yeah. So, you know, co-conspirator for whoever this person is, he got a thing, a heart out for Brit Baby. Craig said he'll bet money on it that it's Brit Baby. Well, we'll see. Sure enough. Shout out to who it is. David S for the cash out. Appreciate it. All right. Overt. Which is the most important part to me and most interesting part to me was Overt. So let's go down to Overt 1. Following the murder of King Von on or about November 6, 2021, co-conspirator 1 using coded language. And when somebody say using coded language, I feel like they got to have a snitch in the mix that was able to decode it for them or provide some type of details where they can decode it. So that's just, it screams somebody telling just in that one to me. Now that's just how I took it. Using the code language told defendant Wilson, co-conspirators 2, 4, and 5, and others that co-conspirator 1 will pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in the murder of Quando Rondo. So that means co-conspirator 2, 4, and 5 had to be people in the inner circle. Okay? Inner circle. So let me put that on my note. 2, 4, and 5. I can't type this more. Had to be in the inner circle. Because if we take that co-conspirator 1 is Lil Durk, and this is my opinion, he ain't about to have no conversation with no random ass niggas about no shit like that. And that's just me. I could be wrong. That's just me, okay? OTF Jam wore wires 2 years. Yeah, I see somebody post that. I think OTF Twin posted that, and I thought that was crazy because at this point, if OTF is in your name, I wouldn't be posting shit along nothing, especially not revealing a snitch. Bad timing. Bad timing. Okay, if you are, and this, even if it wasn't OTF, if you are linked to any type of situation where motherfuckers is going down for murder plots and shit, the last thing you should be doing is out in snitches. For real. Out in snitches. Think back to, for those that watch the YSL case, Slime Like Shotty, what they got him up, they talking about. You outed, you sent a message to somebody that was testifying. They can say that you're doing it as witness intimidation. Because 9 out of 10 times, if somebody is a snitch, they don't have to be a witness on the case. Bad timing. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion, though. But yeah, nobody that's associated with this should be doing no outing of snitches, okay? No outing of snitches. Here's the thing they have been watching since King Von. Remember they carded him. In my opinion, Durk being flipped. Too many incident. He walks now. It's time to pay the piper. But even then, I think Durk just fucked up this time. Because again, like, I'm gonna be one of the ones, like, nothing never got pinned back to Durk. Like, on the internet, we can definitely use the music and shit. And I think some of y'all send me shit that makes sense to y'all. Cool. But we still can't take away the fact that Durk has never been, let alone named, let alone arrested. Okay? For anything. So I think this time he just had the wrong people in his circle. He got to, because originally, like I said, before I actually read the paperwork, I felt like co-conspirator 1 had to be somebody under Durk, right? Because I was like, I don't see Durk openly talking to a bunch of niggas about a hit. If anything, he gonna have a middle person, right? That's gonna talk to him and then go relay the info to the foot soldiers. Like that's what I felt like. But I was obviously wrong. Okay. But originally that's what I thought. I'm like, I don't see Durk fucking sitting there talking to a bunch of niggas about this, right? Because even like with the phone call with J Main, you heard how you had he could J Main was on the phone with one person, and the person said, "Hold on, I'm gonna get Durk." Like it wasn't like J Main could just call Durk directly. It was a middle person, and I just felt like he just gave me like when I think of like fucking gang bosses, like you don't talk directly to everybody, but obviously that's not the case. Is that official twin posted? I think that's who they said it was. Funny how Vlad said motherfucker went and hopped on a plane to come kill you, and they did exactly that. But that shows how stupid that was. Because even I said, like, why the fuck would they fly? That's the paper trail you would think. Especially, like I said, according to the feds, they went there for that reason. Now, all I can think of is timing. Maybe they found out on the last leg. And maybe, you know, I don't know what the fuck was going on in 2022, okay, when this took place, especially in August, because I wasn't even a content creator yet. I don't know if Quando Rondo posted that he was, you know what I'm saying, in Cali for 2 days. And you know, it take over a day and some change to even get to Cali, where they felt like, okay, we can't drive, we got to fly, we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it was stupid. It was stupid. Cause now everybody's name is on, guess what, the system of getting on that flight. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's keep going. Okay, my bad. I only got sleep again. So anyway, number 2, they learned that Quando Rondo. Now, and I would say they could have got that info from anybody. They could have had sources in Cali. You know what I'm saying? That gave them drop, or whatever. Hell, they could have saw it on social media. I mean, they ain't elaborate on this particular one, but trust and believe. When the paperwork start coming out, if they don't seal it, that's gonna be some shit to read. I'm definitely gonna be reading it, okay? So that's gonna be some shit. Defendant Grant flew for Miami. This nigga was all the way in Miami to LA on a private jet so that Defendant Grant could help coordinate the murder. Okay, well, we already knew he was the ground person. For whatever reason, he was the ground person. How you know when it's unsealed, when you can click in and open it? Like for real, like that's how you know. On Pacer, it'll tell you when something is sealed, because they'll have it sealed. It'll in a description, it'll say sealed. And then worst case scenario, let's say for example, they don't put that in it. If you click it and you can't get it, that means it's sealed. Oh, here we go. August 18, co-conspirator. Hold on. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Whew. Co-conspirators, including co-conspirator 5, asked co-conspirator 2 to travel to Southern California later that day. So co-conspirator 2 actually co-conspirator 5 told co-conspirator 2 to go to Cali. Okay, let me write that down. Co-conspirator 5 boy, it's gonna be when these other people start getting arrested, it's gonna be some shit. I wonder who is the other ones. I ain't about to put no names on nobody because I don't know, but I can't wait till it does. I ain't gonna say I can't wait, but you know, I do want to know. Defendant Wilson, who is DD, recruited defendants Jones and Lindsay to travel to Cali for the purpose of. I got a question. Y'all better in tune with what gang or whatever these people are part of. Is DD OTF DD part of like a different gang, or like what gang in California is he associated with? Is what I'm asking. It's a better question. Does anybody know that? Put it in the comments. For the purpose, help facilitate such travel by other things, texting. So OTFDD text co-conspirator 3 the information, so that co-conspirator 3 could book flights and all that. Okay. So use credit card, book. So co-conspirator 3 could be somebody in management, for sure. DD was a BD, but no, you know how like they have their different gang names, like O Block, OTL. Like, what was his, not like whatever they call it, sub sector of BD, I guess. Like, where was he from? Oh, here we go. I thought DD was with Tay-Town. So are the other two people, Jones and Lindsay, are they part of Tay-Town? Because they said that OTFDD recruited, you know what I'm saying? Recruited them. So I'm just wondering, was they part of the same crew? Or wrong, one of the two. I could be wrong. Oh. But yeah, that was my thought process. Like, did he recruit people from his actual gang? Because they said two of them wasn't part of OTL. All right. Now, I will say this. If that is the case, I can see the prosecution tying Durk even further into it, because isn't Durk from Lamron, or claim Lamron, and got close ties to Tay-Town, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Now y'all know I be getting lost with that gang shit, but yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be a deeper I guess storyline when they finally tell it. You know what I'm saying? Because they can tie everything together. Similar to like how they did with the O-Block case. They can tie the beefs, the all that, and all that. So yeah, that's why I asked. All right, let's keep going. So now they got pictures of the defendants' ID card. Like, why did they think that was okay? Like, why did they think that was okay? Anyway, we'll keep going. All right, co-conspirator 1 text co-conspirator 3. Don't book no flights under no name involved with me. And I'm gonna tell y'all, up until that point, like I said, I was kind of like up in the air a little bit about if Durk was gonna be co-conspirator 1, right? I'll be honest. Because I'm like, again, and I'm going off the news at the time because I hadn't read the paperwork. But when I finally started reading the paperwork, number 6 made me say, yeah, that's definitely Durk. Co-conspirator 1 is Durk. Because I'm going to be honest, nobody else is, this is my opinion, nobody else is big enough to, like, for somebody to be like, don't book nobody under no names involved with me. Like, crazy. So, I'll say this. I just feel like co-conspirator 3 got to be whoever's in charge of, I don't know if it's like an assistant, a booking person, like, I don't know. But whoever co-conspirator 3 is, they got direct access to co-conspirator 1. They got direct access to the money. Like, they, and then what also don't make sense to me, for a co-conspirator 1 to text, don't book no flights under no names involved with me, did he not know? And I'm assuming co-conspirator 1 and Durk. I don't know if that's who it is, but that's who I'm assuming that is, right? Did he not know that co-conspirator 3 was using the company credit card? Because I think that would be crazy to say, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. But at the same time, even though these people are from somewhere, not OTL, it's on your freaking company credit card. So that's when, like, somebody hadn't got dropped on their head or something, because that don't make sense. See? When you start doing shit out of emotion, shit start going left. All right, let's keep going. All right, so then next, using a credit card ending in 2039, OTL credit card 1. Co-conspirator 3, purchase airplane tickets for defendant Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 to travel from Chicago, Illinois to San Diego, California that same day. Well, co-conspirator 3 don't listen because he done booked OTF DD a flight. And co-conspirator 1 done told him, don't book nobody that's associated with me. And you done put freaking DD on the flight. 3 is Vonnie. He the money man. Nah, 3 ain't. No, Vonnie is named. Y'all gotta remember, if they are named in it, they're not a co-conspirator. They're actually named defendant. So Vonnie isn't 3. Sound like the feds consider OTF as a subset, which allows them to tie in any gains to the situation. They ain't put that in the introduction, but could be. What's up, Miss? Miss said you got me right in. Co-conspirator 1 through 5 trying to connect the names. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, we just did this with the Rich Homie Quan thing. Sometimes I got to have my notes, man, because I be forgetting. I look at so much shit all day long. I be done forgot. So yeah, so co-conspirator 3 didn't listen because he booked OTFDD a flight. And Houston. Who is Houston? Hold on, let me go back. Is Houston is okay, Boogie. That's somebody that's not. Yeah. No, they said Boogie is OTL. So, all right. So Boogie is OTL. So Houston. So yeah, you still book flights with 2 OTL members or associates. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. 1 is Durk. I think 2 is Jam. And I'm get into the Jam thing in just a minute. I'm not sure. I assume he would be number 2 just because of what they posted about him being a snitch. However, right, I feel like okay, so I could be wrong, y'all do not like this is my assumption. I feel like if a person was actually the snitch, they would be a corroborator, right? Or they would be a confidential informant. I feel like they would label him something different than a co-conspirator. Now I could be wrong. It's just in the past, right? You normally, even if you are in the mix with it, and especially on federal cases, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. You normally have a different name, like a CI. You're CI1, right? That's why I don't know. Because if they're saying he's, OTF Jam is a snitch, let alone wearing a wire, I feel like he would be an informant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Confidential informant 1 or something like that. That's my thought process right now, because I don't know nothing about OTF Jam. I'm just gonna go in off of what was posted. So I don't know, right? If he would be, he could be. I don't know just yet. So I don't know just yet. But that's the reason why I'm like, I don't know. So they got all this from wiretap. I don't know where y'all got the wires. Y'all gotta remember, we just started going over paperwork. Y'all came in saying it was a wiretap. And I think because the blogs is saying that he wore a wire. I don't know if he wore a wire. I have yet to read that in this document. So I don't know. I'm just going off of what y'all came in saying. Hold on, y'all. What's up, High Thought TV? I need that paperwork making you to go. I try to do a little something. Try to do a little something. Let's see. Next, co-conspirator 3 confirmed to defendant Wilson via text that defendant Wilson and Lindsay had the same airline ticket confirmation. Wilson, Jones, and Lindsay. Yeah. Co-conspirator 3 fucked up the play. Just saying. Next, defendant Wilson messaged a friend on Instagram. Oh my God, why did y'all do that? On the way to LA. So Diddy can't even say his ass wasn't even in LA for real, because they still got. So that means they don't pull Instagram messages. Might be a family member, maybe because they have access to money. Could be. Could be a family member for sure. Could be somebody we don't even know, like office person. Could be. That's what I said. It could be like an assistant or something. Defendant Houston text co-conspirator 3 on got clear. I'm 15 minutes away from airport. What the fuck does that mean? On got clear. I'm 15 minutes away from the airport. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah, they 15 minutes away from the airport. Wilson Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, co-conspirator 2, flew from Chicago, Illinois to San Diego, California via airline tickets procured by co-conspirator 3 using OTL credit card 1. Damn, man, this is a hellified paper trail. Like this here, and I'm gonna be honest, this is a stronger conspiracy case than the O-Block Rico. O-Block Rico was just a bunch of incident by fucking witnesses, you know, old and new, putting shit together for a conspiracy. This shit here is a paper trail conspiracy. This is gonna be a hellified, okay, situation. Big Monty baby said Truth Teller just made a video and said Jam been wearing a wire for 2 years. Shout out to Truth Teller. Like I said, I don't know what people know. I just know in this paperwork I ain't seen nobody say nothing about the wiretaps. Now, where they get it from, I don't know. I do think, and when we get to the Instagram part, I think somebody posted that on Instagram too, that he was wearing a wire. But as of right now, I haven't ran in no document that he wore no wire or that he's even mentioned yet. So again, I don't know, but shout out to Truth Teller. But that even if that is the thing, I still wouldn't think he would be a confidential informant at that point if he wore a wire. He wouldn't be a co-conspirator. That's just me as far as the labeling and the paperwork. Could be wrong though. All right, next. Defendant Grant purchased 4 black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles County using cash. All right, now this is where I say Grant is funny, right? Why you for one, you rolled private, right? You flew private, allegedly, possibly with guns and shit. Why didn't you just freaking buy the shit somewhere else? Why would you buy it in LA? They keep saying it's another indictment that's coming out. It could be now listen. So, and I'm gonna use the O-Block case since it's a Chicago case, right? The superseding indictment. So what happens is this: when the feds get or the people do they investigation, right? Based up, they got enough evidence for like 1, 2, 3, right? For people 1, 2, 3, even though they got 5, 6, 7 left, they're gonna go ahead run the info through to get an indictment on suspects 1 through 3, right? However, when they finally get more information where they can, you know what I'm saying, arrest 4, 5, 6, then they'll come back and do a superseding indictment, right? We saw that with the O-Block case, how originally it was just the O-Block 5. Then like a year or so later, they came back with a superseding indictment and put the other dude on it to make it the O-Block 6. So that's how it goes. So basically, that's just what they do. So it could be, in any case, it could be a superseding indictment. Now, like I said earlier, will it be a superseding indictment or will it be a whole nother case? Like a RICO? I don't know. But it's definitely possible that it could be a superseding indictment because they have co-conspirators 1 through 5. So those 5 people can either be added to this indictment on the superseding, or it could be a whole nother case. So like a RICO, because this is not a RICO, FYI. This is not a RICO, but it could become a RICO. Could be. But right now it's not a RICO. Yeah. In my opinion, we're gonna do a little research to see what we can find. But in my opinion, though, I just feel like if I was working this case for real, like as a lawyer, in my mind, I would want to get dirt for the RICO. I would do just a whole new indictment and do it as a RICO. That's what I would do. But I mean, superseding indictment would be fine too. But I just because I would think you would want to dirt would be a big fish. Like mine will go all the way in. This gonna lead back to bond murder. What you mean? I mean, it's because, according to the family, it's because of the Bond getting killed that this took place. So yeah, I mean, technically, I already led back there. They set up they storyline with, because King Von was murdered by one of Quando Rondo's friends. You know, this is why they did this. Now it's gonna be crazy, okay, when GBI finally releases the details of who and what bullet actually took King Von out. And if it is ultimately the police, or if it's ultimately somebody, I wonder how they will feel then, right? Because obviously, and this is my opinion, y'all know I've been streaming. I don't think Lil Tim actually was the one who murdered Vaughn. Definitely think he shot him, but I don't think he was the one who ultimately murdered him. So I don't know. It might not change nothing. They might still say shit, because if you wouldn't have did it, you know, the police or whoever wouldn't have been able to shoot him. So, but interesting enough. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's keep going. It's like they was doing smart shit but dumb shit at the same time. Like, yeah, you paid cash, but however you fucking did the shit, you know what I'm saying? While you was in LA. Next, using a credit card ended in 1015 OTL credit card 2, defendant Grant rented a hotel room for the co-conspirators located in Los Angeles, the Universal City Hotel. Lord Jesus. I might look that up. Let me see what that look like. Let's see what that look like. Is that a I know this ain't no luxury hotel. It's a luxury hotel. You know, you lying. Hold on, where is it? Oh, hold on. No, where is it? Man, not bougie killers. It's crazy. Like, hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Where the website? Now we know this ain't like to scale, but for one, it's a Sheridan first and foremost. Man, you should have put their ass in a damn little comfort inn somewhere with cash. All right, so according to Google, I'm assuming this is the hotel, because when I typed it in, it popped up Sheraton Universal Hotel. I could be wrong, but that's just what comes up. Yeah. If y'all don't go stay y'all ass in a Motel 6 somewhere with cash. So not only did you, yeah, this was, what the fuck? That's crazy. But that's a beautiful, that's beautiful scene back there. But why the fuck did they book them in some shit like that? Like, for real, I would think, you know, you go to like a little, I mean, I hate to say, but a little, you know, smoking hotel or something, like something where you can just take a nap real quick and get the fuck out of the way. Like, I don't understand why he booked. Okay, so we can put also by Bonnie had access to CC. So, and I'm assuming that card was in his name, and the reason why I'm assuming that, because you're not about to be able to go just use anybody's credit card at no Sheraton or something like that. They're gonna ID your ass. So I'm assuming, okay, and this is assumption, I'm assuming that card is in his name. So we'll see if it comes out. Y'all just remember I told y'all that was my assumption, that he had a card in his name, an OTL credit card in his name. All right. Next, Grant met with the co-conspirators, providing defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 with firearms, including a firearm that had been modified to operate as a fully automatic machine gun with a switch on it. So basically, Grant supplied the weapons and stuff. Well, we already heard that early on. Yeah. All right. And again, they don't say it came from LA. It could have came from somewhere else, but you know, he was the source of it. Also, it said that Grant provided 2 cars for defendants Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay in Houston, and co-conspirator 2 to use to find, track and commit the murder. A white BMW from a rental company in Los Angeles County in a white Infiniti sedan with a fake license plate. So, a couple things. Did he actually rent this car? Or was it stolen? Like, I just, what's up, little mama? I'm kind of like, because one, why did you go rent a BMW, okay, in your name, but then have another car with the fake license plate? So it made me feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of confused on that. Like, was it actually rented or was it stolen from the rental car company? I don't know. I mean, hell, if you rent one car, you should have just rented two. But at this point, shit, yeah. All right. Defendant Grant Wilson Jones lands in Houston, and co-conspirator 2 traveled in the BMW and the Infiniti to a hotel in downtown Los Angeles, California, where Quando Rondo was staying. Okay. That was on the 18th. Okay. So they got in the day before it actually happened. Got it. On the 19th, I'm gonna need a nap. Using a BMW and Infiniti, defendants Grant Wilson Jones lands in Houston, and co-conspirator 2 traveled to the downtown LA hotel where Quando Rondo was staying to find track and unalive. When broke people do crimes, they want to act wealthy and end up getting caught. Shake my head, acting like roaches are unfamiliar. Yeah, because that's crazy. I'm like, why the hell y'all trying to stay in a Sheraton or some shit? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's like that was stupid. Like, you supposed to stay in a little mom and pop thing, a little small hotel. You can pay cash. I don't know how Cali is, but I know like here in my city, shit, it's hotels where they ain't gonna ID you for real. Like when we call them like where the smokers be at, them trap hotels, you can just no ID. Hell, they probably ain't got no cameras for real. Like, and they're like, why would you go to like a place like that? A Hilton. Isn't Sheraton under the Hilton brand? Like, all right. So then it says using a BMW Infinitis, defendants and follow and track Quando Rondo Black Escalade to a marijuana dispensary located on Flower Street in LA. Okay. I'm skimming through it now. Too much reading making me sleepy. The image, the below image shows the BMW and Infiniti following the black Escalade, in which TB and SR were passengers as the black Escalade traveled towards the clothing store. What to do, Kimbella? Y'all make sure y'all follow Kimbella Roxy, okay? Let's see here. And they was right there behind them. Maybe that's some shit. And 2 white cars. Alright, let's keep on. Next, trapped them to a gas station on Beverly Boulevard. Okay, so then they drove the Infiniti to an alley behind the gas station, parked the vehicle so defendant John Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 could attempt to murder Quando Rondo. And then another thing, right? I don't know. Because, like, somebody said earlier, what's up, Larry? Somebody said earlier that co-conspirator 2 was the OTF Jam guy. That's a bigger set dude, right? I done lost where I was going with it. I got to think about what I was trying to go with that one. Because them pictures didn't seem like it was a bigger set dude. But we about to look at them in just a minute. Jones Lindsay, co-conspirator 2, used the firearm procured by defendant Grant, including a fully automatic firearm, to shoot at TB's car, striking and murdering Lil Pop, who was standing next to TV car while TV was inside. The images below show defendants Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2 firing their guns at Quando Rondo Black Escalade. The homies don't be the homies. Man, shit be crazy. All right, let's see. Is that somebody right there? I never knew he was standing outside. I don't know why I thought Paul was sitting in the car. Where's the third one? That's the third one? Is that a person right there? That might be a person right there. I'm like, where's the third? All right, defendant Jones, Lindsay, co-conspirator 2 fled the alley behind the gas station after the conspirator shot and killed him. They traveled to a hamburger restaurant in LA. So after they did this, they went to eat. It's crazy. They's like, fuck it, we hungry. Worked up an appetite. They said this is where the co-conspirators discussed, and among other things, payments to defendant Jones and Lindsay for a shooting earlier that day. What's up, Stowe? So that's wild, right? That is wild. They went to sit down at a burger spot to chop it up and payments. Like, for one, they ain't already know what they were supposed to get paid anyway. They had to wait till they met. Like, that shit crazy. Is they gonna tell us what they got paid? Okay, using credit card 1, co-conspirator 3 purchased airline tickets from San Diego, California to so I still don't understand, like, why the world was they still purchasing flights. So first and foremost, I kind of like, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They had to get their quick, so they flew. But once it's done, why the hell is you man, you better drive your ass back, like, or something. Get on a bus, train. Like, why is you like getting back on the plane? Back on the plane, and then they flew back the same damn day, because the next one says on August 19th, defendants flew back to Chicago from San Diego. So they got you, you know what I'm saying, going in. What's up, Arthur? They got you going in, right, to San Diego. They got you coming out. You just helping them with a timeline. But, all right, so next, they said defendant Wilson, who is DD, paid defendant Jones and Lindsay on behalf of a co-conspirator for their role in the murder. And like I said, it looked bad. Even like, we don't even know everything they got, but it looked bad that OTF DD is the one in charge of the payment, because outside looking in, you be like, oh yeah, that definitely came from Durk, because you consider him somebody in the inner circle. But now I will say, they don't say it was on behalf of co-conspirator 1. They just said on behalf of a co-conspirator. You know, so people can run with how they want, but they don't specify which co-conspirator. All right. Yeah, so this basically break down all the counts. So this is some deep shit. Deep shit. Let me see. Which one is this? Where is the murder for hire? I'm looking for the murder. So is murder for hire not on this one? Hold on, a little bit. Let me go back up. All right. Oh, count 1. I think count 1 is the murder for hire, right? Okay. Boom. So this is count 1. Yeah. Unknown conspired. So a couple things, right? I'm gonna say this. We talked about like what does this mean for, is it gonna be a superseding indictment or is it gonna be a new indictment? And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
All this is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from. They doubted me, but I came up.